afraid this is a worse condition than just being unconscious.
Wait, sleeping powder?
What's wrong with her? What?
What? Wow,
what?
that escalated quickly than I thought.
That's a thing?
I guess so.
Her soul seems to be gone. What? So she's just a lifeless vessel now?
But why?
Well, technically she's alive. You could consider her being in a coma. But if her consciousness doesn't come back and she stays like this...
Her body won't be able to sustain itself on its own.
In other words, she's going to starve to death or die of dehydration.
What the hell? This isn't good. I didn't expect this at all.
Should we keep feeding her somehow? We could try.
But if she doesn't wake up at all anymore, there wouldn't be much of a point in doing that, would there?
Well, Shirr is one thing. Marco is still missing, whether he's somehow tied into this or not. I wanted to check the front yard because they haven't gotten the chance to look there yet.
Should we go with you?
I'd like to see if the books won't tell us anything about Miss Shirr's condition, if you wouldn't mind. In this situation, every minute counts. Alright then, I really don't like the idea of us splitting up, but I guess there's no helping it. You two stay here, I'll accompany Mariko.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Definitely gonna save. Ooh.
There's no more pages.
We'll go back to page 1, I guess. That's all we can do. Going back in time. I guess we'll go with that.
Would it be better if we were alone to find Marco, though?
I don't know if we'd be alone or we'd be going with someone else.
Ah, true.
I'm not sure where that leads to. I guess we'll do this for now. We could always go back and see. Because Shira doesn't really trust us, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Sounds like a plan. Come on. There don't seem to be any fresh bodies in the bushes. There's still one buried in the front yard.
I was going to say, I wonder if we're going to dig up the body at all.
No Marcos here either.
No pesky Marcos.
The last place to look is the cold storage. No, we haven't looked in the back yet. Please don't tell me someone locked him up in there. You know, I wasn't sure if I should ask, but I noticed you've been scratching your hand for a while now.
Oh no, is that going to come back into play now?
Are you okay? Huh? I was so absorbed with everything that I haven't even realized. But Shirr is right. My hand does feel somewhat itchy. That only happened once. No. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I know. It was weird. It only happened that one time. I forget what route it was now. But I was expecting it to happen all the time.
Yeah.
Yep, that's not a good sign.
What?
I'm trying to think. What was the condition happened in last time?
I think it was like we ran out of time or something. Like I think it was Shira's route. I think it was like the first one. Like we were on Shira's route and she didn't trust us, so we couldn't do something, and then we just like started randomly disintegrating.
So is this a sign that Marco doesn't trust us?
Maybe. Maybe we were laying it on a little too thick there.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah. Damn it. I'm not the expert here, but that sure as hell doesn't look healthy. Are those bruises? I have no idea what this is. But now that I think about it, my whole hand's starting to feel a little stiff. Let's go check the cold storage in the kitchen. Are you sure you wouldn't want Yvonne to check up on you first?
There's no point. There's nothing she could do about that.
We're doomed.
I think that's pretty much, yeah, that's a bad sign. I don't know if there's any recovery from that.
No Marco's in the cold storage either. Which is reassuring and both worrying.
I wonder, could he have just left? I don't know.
Where is he then? Would you like us to double check every room? Let's do that, please. So either he's hiding somewhere and doesn't want to be found, or he's managed to find a way out of here.
Well, I wonder if he could be hiding in the wardrobe this time.
Could be.
An invisible one.
The possibilities are endless. What are the odds that his time in the barrier ran out?
I don't know that much time really passed this time. I feel like it didn't.
It didn't seem like it. I mean, we all assume that it's our first time being inside of such a barrier. What if it's not? What if we all have less time to spare than we think we do? You know, that's one scary thought. And now that you point that out, it actually freaks me out that none of us thought about that earlier. He could be dead and buried somewhere in either of the yards by now, too.
Well, someone would have had to bury him for that, though.
But someone is dead and buried in one.
Someone is. I don't know who that is, though. Could be our family.
You don't sugarcoat anything, do you? Guys, we might have another problem.
What happened? Did you find him?
We didn't. But Marco...
Our hand is bad, and it's getting worse.
No. Crap, is it just me or is this stuff spreading worryingly fast? Oh dear, Miss Marco, your hand! We noticed it when we were out in the courtyard. Any idea what's happening to me? Would you mind if I inspected it? Go ahead.
That sounded weird. So like
Did
you're
her
chopping
hand
your hand
just
off.
fall off? I'm
Oh,
so sorry.
I think it did.
I didn't mean to.
It crumbled.
Holy crap, man. What the actual fuck? Did your finger just fall off?
Even Apris is stunned by that one.
It didn't fall off. It sounded like it did. It crumbled to ash.
All right, that's what
Oh,
it
maybe
did.
that was our ring. The claw. That's what it was. The claw fell off simply because there's nothing to keep it in place anymore. Well, this is worrying.
This is slightly troubling. You seem to be taking this quite well.
No kidding. How are you able to stay so calm? It doesn't hurt. It's just sort of itchy.
Ooh, itchy, scratchy.
Maybe we're just changing our skin.
I guess so.
No. Whatever you do, don't scratch it, Miss Marco. That would probably make it spread faster.
Yeah, usually a bad idea. It's a little M for Miss Marco.
I know. Do you know what's wrong with me?
Maybe it's because there's less of us now this time.
You have one less finger. Now you're a lowercase miss. I believe this might be caused by some kind of curse.
Sounds like it.
Miss Margot, you needed to get cursed somehow, and it's possible that the claw was stopping the curse from spreading all along. A curse? Why did this start spreading all of a sudden then?
Wait, it's because Marco's gone.
Is it?
Did Shira... No, Shira didn't die, did she, in the other route when we started getting that?
No, I don't think so, but Marco might have. Didn't he say his time was running out?
So does it only happen when Marco leaves?
It might be.
So much stuff I don't remember.
But then at the end,
so frustrating.
but then with Yvonne's route, Marco exploded or some shit, and we were fine.
That's true. It could be tied into like the whole we need to have someone to trust thing.
Could be. Possibly because the spell cast on the claw stopped working?
Or maybe more specifically, someone to trust in us.
Could we still recast it? Maybe, if I knew what kind of spell it was. Not only that, we need to put some kind of bracelet or glove on your hand at this point for it to work. I'm not sure it would be possible to reverse the damage that's already been done. Shit, so we're running out of time as we speak. And if we don't stop it... Finding the right book might take some time, assuming there even is one that could help us with this. Well, trying to find it is still better than standing around and waiting for Fairy Godmother to appear. Apris, would you mind looking for something that could work as a bracelet?
Or Fairy Marco. Because really, I think he's probably the one that's the solution to this.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Wait, I just remembered something. What is it? I woke up with some kind of note in my bed.
Oh, maybe that's a clue on how to do the spell.
Ooh. I thought Marco had lost it and I couldn't make sense of it, but maybe... Don't tell me.
It has to be. So he did try to help us.
This page. I don't get a word this is saying. Well, the page number seems to be 43. Oh, I thought it was a 5. That's where my input ends.
These just look like random scribbles to me.
What about you, Yvonne? Are you able to read it? Not all of it, but...
Well, hopefully you have some idea.
Save us. If I'm understanding this right, this is an enchantment spell that freezes an item in time for a set amount of time.
So that claw of yours really needed to be enchanted with it.
So basically it was keeping your finger frozen in time and stopping the curse from spreading. From what I understand, the spell has a limit for how long it can work during a single use, so it needs to be recast before it stops working for a continuous effect.
Alright, so now we know what the spell's about.
Like, over and over again? That's kind of a nasty thing to live with. Not to mention that losing your memories is practically a death sentence with that kind of condition. Will you be able to recast it? This spell seems horribly complicated.
Oh no.
To be honest, I'm not sure where to even begin. Figuring this out could take weeks. Shit. I have no idea how or when I got this curse, but if I've been living with this for a while now, I needed to know the spell or someone needed to be casting it for me. If Marco was the one who left this page behind, he needed to have some kind of idea about all this. So he left you this page hoping at least one of us would be able to learn the spell in the span of an hour? We can barely tell what's written on the shitty piece of paper. No offense, but I'd smack him across the face for this.
Well, maybe we should when we next see him.
Maybe he hoped I'd be able to remember something if I saw it. But if I really knew this spell and used it before, I honestly can't recall any of it. The only thing that comes to my mind at this point, I suppose we're out of options. I need someone's help to cut off a limb.
Ooh.
I was worried you'd say that.
I was wondering if that would have worked the other time, but we didn't really even try it.
No. Apris, would you do me the honors? I won't be able to do this on my own.
If that's what you want, I'll give you a hand with
You're
it.
literally taking a hand.
Wording, Apris.
Miss Marco, wait. I'm afraid that won't solve the problem. The curse is going to keep on spreading regardless.
Oh, great. We're already infected.
This kind of curse, the source of your condition, it's not tied to your body, it's tied to your soul.
That's a little suspicious.
Soul.
When someone stole Shirr's soul.
Soul.
What is going on? What are they doing with these souls?
Are you sure?
Wait, I wonder. Could Marco have stolen the soul to power himself up? And then he left with it. But no, it said it would share the barrier if they combined souls, so maybe it's a different kind of soul stealing. I don't know. Possibly there's a different kind of way to steal a soul in this game, and that makes you more powerful.
I don't know.
And maybe you could keep it permanently.
Why would it spread from my finger then? Perhaps that's where the curse was placed. It's possible you came into contact with a cursed object by simply touching it. Wow, is something like that even a thing?
I'm pretty sure it happened in Harry Potter a few times.
Again, are you sure? You'll only end up with more suffering if you try getting rid of it in such a way, Miss Mariko. Please don't do that. So much for that idea then.
It never works in The Walking Dead either.
No.
Like, it worked for like maybe a few characters, but most of the times it does nothing.
True. Shit, it's crumbling again. It's almost at my elbow by now.
Well, that's not good.
I should watch my movements a bit more.
Is there anything else we could do before this ends? Or are we out of luck completely?
I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can do to help you. It's not your fault, Yvonne. Is this the point where we should ask you about any last requests? Miss Shira! What? I'm being serious. There's no point in denying it. She's gonna die in the next hour. Face reality. We might as well do something for her while we still have the chance. How can you be so insensitive about it, though? Patting her on the back and telling her everything's gonna be okay won't solve anyone's problem.
I swear, nobody here knows when to stop.
You could say that again. That's thoughtful of you, Shira. But I think I just want to be left alone at this point. I'll go die alone.
I guess that's it.
Bye.
Pretty much.
So this is a thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't expect things to end this way.
Me neither. Not this time again.
The lack of answers is frustrating. We didn't manage to find a way out, and we still have no idea why we're here to begin with. Not that it matters to me anymore.
Huh.
I wonder what happened to Marco. And to Shirr, for that matter.
Yeah, well, they're probably connected. You know what else is kind of funny? Now there's only 3 of them left. That's like half the people.
Mm-hmm.
What are they going to do on their own now?
Marco, did you really leave that page behind for me? Did you know something like this was going to happen? I said I wanted to be left alone. Hey. I know you said you wanted to be left alone, but maybe you'd still like to have some wine with me?
I guess so.
Found an unopened... Oh, is it going to have the soulstone in it? I found an unopened bottle down in the basement.
That is where it was at one point.
Once.
But will there be a point to it being there now? Like, who would it even merge with?
I don't know. I remember that alcohol always helped me relax, so I figured...
Yeah, I guess we'll take it. Why not?
Yeah,
At this
right?
point, who cares?
Some wine actually sounds really good right now. Bottoms up then. Sorry for not thinking ahead and bringing some glasses for us. I was in kind of a hurry. Drink as much as you'd like. Well, at least it smells like wine.
Would it even matter if they were trying to poison us now?
I guess that basement turned out good for something. Is it funny that I wish I had one of Marco's potions right now? Markins. Then I could just fall asleep and not think about this anymore.
It's the off-brand of Marco. Markin's potions are like a cheap Marco's potion.
What?
We could lean on her shoulder.
This is so strange.
We could connect with Shira at the very end. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's just after the last choice. Why not?
Would you mind if I leaned on your shoulder?
Get our dust all over you?
Go ahead. You know, I saw Yvonne crying on my way here. I guess it's no surprise that she's not taking the whole situation well. Marco, you really did drink those potions with Marco, didn't you?
Well, we did at least.
Yeah, we really did.
We shouldn't speak for Marco, because we know that he probably didn't.
Okay. In case it wasn't obvious yet, Shirr and I, we didn't touch him.
Oh, well, okay.
We just acted like we did. We figured that playing along could help us figure something out. But it seemed that Marco couldn't tell whether we actually drank them or not. Or maybe he really didn't care, just like he said from the beginning. Also, there's something else. Something else? I'm a dude. Back when we drew the cards and you got the king, do you remember what card I drew? I was pretty vocal about it when Yvonne decided to pair up with Apris.
Wait, you lied about your card?
Oh, right. Yeah, she said she got a 9. You were surprised you didn't end up with him since you got the 9. But Marco usually has the 9.
Oh.
Yeah. What of it? I actually kept the card I drew with me.
Wait, is she gonna have the king?
We got the king, though.
But what if we really didn't? We didn't even check.
That's true. Take a look at it now.
Oh!
That's the king!
I called it.
What? Wait, you mean...
What the hell?
It seems I was right. Marco noticed I was trying to tamper with the cards because he was doing the same thing himself.
Shit, he was manipulating things. That's why it always turned out to be the same.
Oh.
I can't believe I didn't realize that sooner.
Me neither. He put illusions on the cards? How else would you explain this? What I don't get, though... if he had the ability to do this, why didn't he simply take the king for himself?
That's pretty awesome because, like, at first you seem like, oh, it's just like one of those Renpie game things where, like, no matter what option you pick, it's the same thing. But it was part of, like, the game plot where Marco was manipulating things.
Oh, snap.
Oh, that bastard. Why didn't he take the king for himself? That's a really good question. Why did he want it to be us? This is so odd.
Why did he give it to you? Did he do it just to avoid being suspicious, or did Marco want you to get the king for some reason?
That must be the case. Otherwise, why else would he do it?
Did he assume you'd choose him? No, he was surprised we chose him.
Was he feigning surprise?
Or was he hoping you'd choose someone else?
Huh.
Who would he hope that I chose?
Was he trying to... I'm trying to think of all the conversations we had with him in the beginning of the game now. Was he trying to push us towards someone?
I don't remember.
Well, this isn't good. I'm glad we talked to Shira, though. We got a lot of good information out of that.
Shira's always been useful.
Yeah, she's good.
I guess none of that really matters anymore.
It'll matter for the next time, I guess.
Damn, this whole situation sucks. I know this probably won't be much of a comfort to you, but trying to be realistic here, there's no telling if the remaining 3 of us will be able to get out of here alive either.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
If anything, you'll suffer less than we will. The prospect of staying here all alone with Yvonne and Apris kind of scares me, to be honest. It's likely we'll start running out of food eventually, too.
Oh, that's awful.
Don't worry, the demon will get you. Those kind of situations always bring out the worst in people.
Well, as long as Yvonne's around Apris, they'll be okay, it seems like.
Nobody said you won't find a way out of here, though, so just don't give up yet. I hope you'll manage to figure something out. Either way, I'm afraid it's slowly starting to reach my lungs, so... It still amazes me how you were able to stay so calm. I'm pretty sure I'd be freaking out if I were in your situation right now. Hell, I'm kind of freaking out as it is, and you're the one going through this. Is it weird that I'm not scared? On top of everything, it doesn't hurt, so maybe the realization of what's happening to me hasn't actually sunk in yet. I suppose it's some kind of comfort. What?
The cough sound you make. Oh, it's too good.
Thanks for sticking around. You don't have to thank me for that. Also, if Marco ever comes back while we're still around, I'll be sure to kick his ass for you.
Aw, thanks.
That's a promise.
Marco, bad end day. Bad Marco, bad.
Pesky.
Very bad Marco.
Whoa, you need 6 red clues to unlock his route.
Oh, so you can't even get his true route.
Wait, how many reds do we have?
That's a very good question. We might have almost that much.
We have 4. What?
We can't even
We have to freaking do Feather before we can do Marco?
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, I wasn't expecting that by any means.
Why is he MC? Oh, probably because we're Marco. Yeah, but like, why would there... But there's no other person besides us with an M, so why would we have to specify that he's an MC?
Because he's the MC.
Oh, okay.
MC Marco. I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, what an ending, Marco. So give us any other thing. Let's see. Yeah, there's 1 on his route.
Oh, we found 5. Okay, so we need 1 more. I thought it said 4.
So,
I thought we hadn't found it.
There we go. It just popped up now.
It just popped up.
I guess you had to make sure you went through that bit, and then you got it. So yeah, we have to go to Feather next, I guess.
Whoa.
Unless you can get the normal route by doing this, but I'm not sure. At least the true route we can't get until later. Alright, 0 out of 1 for the green clues. And we almost have all the green clues. And we have a silver. Ah, very, very interesting. So also what I'm guessing is from the clues. So red applies to Marco, right?
Mm-hmm.
Green is Feather, which makes sense again. Wait, did we need 4 clues for Feather, or was it 5?
4.
Alright, because there's another green one on here. I was trying to figure out if the colors were corresponding with characters, like this is Marco, this was for Feather, this was Silver, which would be Shirr. But then, I'm not sure, do we need 2 clues for Shirr's true route? Because it's been a while.
I don't know.
And I was really still unsure about the clues when we were doing Shirr's route, I think, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And then, orange was, I don't even know. There's only one of them we found, apparently.
Apris, maybe? Maybe that was the Varen.
That was for Varen, yeah. That must have been it. Because I think we got on Shirr's route too, right? When Varen attacked us.
Yeah.
And then we got that scene. Alright, so that was Varen's. Alright. I think I understand then. So yes, very interesting. I'm so glad we had that scene with Shira at the end. That
Me too.
was pretty enlightening. Marco has been manipulating things from the very beginning. It makes sense. I probably should have guessed that, but I didn't. Yeah, the thing that I'm trying to understand is, was there someone he had in mind of this hooking up with?
Well, he seems to think that we are already with someone, because when we kissed him...
Feather, I would assume.
But why would he think that? Because Feather said that we're not.
But... I don't know, didn't he say something different with Apris? There's a conversation here with Apris who's like, well, I'm not interested in her anymore. I think there was something between us and Feather,
but
maybe.
When we were with Yvonne, he was like, oh no, there's nothing more.
Yeah, that's what he told us at the ending too, but maybe he was lying. I mean, it is Feather. We don't know for sure.
Who's more pesky, Marco or Feather?
I guess Feather. He's so mysterious. And he did actually kill us at one time.
That's true. He
did Marco kill us too?
No.
He tried to put us to sleep.
Yeah.
He didn't kill us, at least.
He did explode once.
He exploded himself. Another thing I'm trying to remember real quick, just looking at this again. What were the routes where Marco lived on? Do you remember? I think he lived on Shira's route, right?
Yeah. Except one of the bad ends. I think he didn't. He disappeared or whatever.
Yeah. And then Shirr,
he lived.
With at least Apris's, we know that Feather was there. Yvonne's feather was there, obviously. I'm not sure I remember the Shirr one he was definitely around for, or was it only on the Shirr one where he lived? Because now I don't remember for sure.
I think he was around for both.
With the Shirr ending?
Because she hated him, so we had to, like, deal with that.
Yeah, but at the very end, when we saw, like, it was either Feather or Marco that came along.
Oh.
Was it Feather or Marco that was at the end?
Oh, I don't remember.
That I can't remember either. I know for Shira, we definitely saw Marco in the good end. April and Yvonne, it was Feather both, but I can't remember if Shira who it was.
Wait, when we were with Shirr, Shira was with Marco and was in love with him,
That's right.
So
yeah, okay,
he was there.
He was. For these two, he was around. These two, he wasn't.
Right.
All right. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm still not sure what to think. There's still more we need to get down, and I guess we need to engage with Feather.
This is so complicated.
See what we could find out from him too. I'm not sure which one we'll jump to next. We'll try to get a good ending, or at least a normal ending with Marco, or maybe we'll wait until we do Feather. We'll see. But anyway, guys, until then, take care.
Bye.